Brisbane has just overtaken Melbourne as Australia's second most valuable city for property values, with growth up over the last 3 years. Here's how you could have seen this coming and what it means for property investors moving forward. So over the past few years, we've seen Melbourne sort of amble along. They obviously punished with the COVID lockdowns, which did have a drag on property prices, people relocating. And at the same time, we've seen the population growth in Brisbane going through the roof, partly from people from Sydney and Melbourne moving to more affordable properties. And it's that the Sydney effect, where people can see that they can buy a place for a fraction of the cost of what it costs in Sydney or Melbourne, driving up property values. But with population growth projected to continue to rise in Brisbane, it's likely this trend will persist moving forward. Now, since COVID, we've seen a lot of growth in more non-eastern seaboard states from their property values. Tasmania, Adelaide, Perth, Darwin, a lot of places have gone up in value. But here's the thing that you should be looking out for as a property investor, that you want to be looking at the longer term growth rates for the population to see how sustainable that growth is. Because areas like Tasmania, which saw a massive boom in COVID, the population is not growing there, and now you're seeing their property values really suffer. Similarly, in Adelaide and Perth, it's not as much, but it is to the same effect, that the longer term population growth rates are not that high, but the properties are going gangbusters, which makes me question whether that growth is sustainable. If you're buying property and if you're wanting to make money when you invest into property, then you need to keep those fundamentals in mind to protect your investment.